Hey there, Gemini. Getting ready to do your reading. This will be a timeless reading. So, whenever you see it, as always, that is when you're supposed to see it. Okay. It will be general though. So, please, if this is not your reading, do check your other placements, specifically your, of course, your moon, rising, and Venus, along with your sun sign. Okay. All right, guys, let's see what's going on for you. Adjacent possibilities and decision. Okay, what else? Action, okay. I think I'm going to end up throwing a me versus or you versus them reading. Not me versus them. You versus them reading and see what's going on with you and your person at this time. Oh, look at this. Goddess of the Moon. I love it. And then we have Angel of Love coming out. So let me move some of these cards over just a little bit. Okay, so we have adjacent possibilities. We do have some indecision here about something that has taken place, it looks like, in your life. It could have to do with something regarding a relationship. It could also be around work if you're thinking about changing your job. Maybe there's something going on as well at your work that you're a little indecisive about. If there are some other changes going on, or perhaps if this could also be also if you just want to change, all right, maybe you're looking for some kind of change in your work or in the atmosphere at work. Regardless, I feel like action is needed in this situation. You may be a very spiritual person, whoever I'm speaking to here, whoever it is. It looks like somebody has asked for help, or maybe is praying for help, looking even to, it says the goddess of the moon here, for help. Maybe trying to manifest in something different than what you've had, or maybe you have your eyes on something that you're trying to manifest in, some kind of goal or some kind of, if it's around work, it could obviously be position as well. And obviously this could very well have something to do here with a relationship here with this angel of love. It looks like the angel of love may be also assisting here, helping you to manifest in something else. Now, if this is totally about a relationship, you may be feeling very indecisive, or somebody in this situation is feeling a lot of indecision around a relationship, perhaps the way it's going or what to do. I'm noticing here that this person has two different paths that they can take. Maybe they're trying to make a decision here. Maybe you're looking at, also, there are other possibilities too with these adjacent possibilities that may not be the one that you have been kind of focused on. Or maybe this is the other person as well. But obviously some action, I feel like, is going to be taken. I started to say is needed, but I think it's going to be taken here with these two cards. Also noticing that the number 17 reduces to an 8. So you have two 8s here. 8s might be significant for you in some way. Okay. Oh, wow. I was about to say, let's see who the players are. So we have one man here. It looks like an introvert. It doesn't have to be a man, obviously, but an introverted person perhaps is involved in this situation. Maybe some of you guys are dealing with someone who's an introvert. Maybe you're a bit of an introvert. Doesn't sound like the Geminis I know, but could be. Somebody here is very intuitive. Okay. As well, you may also be tapping into your intuition here, and also with this manifestation card here of Goddess of the Moon. Okay, it may be something that you regularly do, maybe trying to listen to your intuition in terms of this situation, especially if it has something to do with a man that seems introverted. Now, notice that this person can be always introverted, or they may also, I don't know why I'm getting this, it might also be a person who's just being introverted kind of towards you. Maybe they're not talking at this time, or they're just kind of sitting back observing, but not really taking any action towards you. Okay, I noticed that I have a king here that flew out, but this king is actually in reverse here. So you may have someone that you're dealing with. Yeah, maybe they haven't been acting, especially around a relationship or something. It looks to me like perhaps something here, somebody has been acting a little bit out of character, not in their normal. To me, a king in reverse, obviously, and I don't normally look at these cards in reverse, but I am, because this flew out in reverse. I don't know why I feel drawn to do that, okay? But somebody is not in their king energy is what I want to say. Maybe somebody's not taking care of business. Maybe they're not handling things right. Maybe they're not communicating like a king normally would be, you know, like in charge, being much of a leader at this time. If this is a romantic relationship as well, I do feel like, I don't know why I keep being drawn back to this intuitive card. I feel like you are using, whoever I'm dealing with here or talking to is using a considerable amount of intuition here in dealing with this situation. And also really tuning into their intuition, trying to figure out what their next move is as well. Okay, should I take another path or should I remain in this situation? All right, let's see. What are the other players here? I don't normally get these before either, but I just feel drawn to do so. What are the other players in this situation for my Geminis, please? Speaking of actual players, okay. Somebody in this situation may have actually been a player, all right. You may, you may see somebody as someone who really kind of plays the field, perhaps has multiple options here. We did see adjacent possibilities up here at the top, and also indecision. You know, that could be your person. If not, you may be kind of trying to play around a little bit, but I keep being drawn to your person here. Maybe you've had an issue with your person and just not being very, not being willing to make a decision here, wanting to continue to kind of play the field here. All right, somebody here could be a performer. Now, they could be an actual performer if you guys are in the arts in some way. You know, singer, dancer, you know, some kind of artist in some way. Could even be a DJ for that matter. But it could also be, maybe, I don't know why I want to tell you, this person could also be putting on a performance. You might be seeing a lot of masked, you know, maybe what you're seeing is not really what's going on with this person underneath it all. Maybe they're putting on a performance for you, okay? In essence, they could be hiding a lot of things from you is what I'm getting. Let me get one more. Get one more card for my Geminis, please, Spirit. Oh, my humming, talk to me, boy. I don't know who sings that. It might just be a lyric. All right, so we have a sage here as well. So we have someone here in this situation that is very wise. It could also be this intuitive, but I don't know. I feel like this might also be a masculine that could be very wise, okay? Somebody that somebody goes to for support. For guidance, okay, somebody that could hold a position in that way. I guess it could also be, you know, a sage or someone with a lot of higher wisdom, quite intuitive, but also who really knows, I want to say knows their stuff, okay? So whatever, maybe if it's around work, maybe it's in some kind of capacity at work as well, where a lot of people go to them, okay, and count on them for their guidance and to help them to get through things. All right. I have clinger on the bottom here, so somebody might be a little clingy as well. Maybe somebody's being viewed as being a bit clingy in a situation. Maybe that was something that also disrupted the situation, especially if there was a player involved here and maybe they felt like somebody else was being a little bit too clingy. That could have certainly interfered with the situation, with the relationship. All right, I'm going to get some tarot on it. So I'm going to look at, give me Gemini's energy first, Spirit, please. Actually, here, I'm going to shuffle these a couple more times, I think. They're already shuffled, but I just feel like I need to get a few more in. So I just cleansed all my cards. One more. Strength and 5 of coins. Oh, okay. All right. All right, Spirit, give me Gemini's energy, please. Gemini's energy, please, on the left. Okay. Yeah, this could definitely be a situation around work, or maybe you know this person from work as well. Maybe you work with them currently. Give me more on Gemini's energy, please, Spirit. Nice. Okay. Okay, 6. And then we have, oh, Tower. Okay. Gemini's energy, please. Oh. Okay, Gemini. We're going to look at your energy first, and then I want to look at your person's energy, and of course try and get the connective energy overall here. I feel honestly like you're really looking at where you've been investing your time, where you've been investing your energy. Has this been a wise investment for you? Okay, especially in a love situation here. You know, I think that a lot of your focus is going on your work, but also working things out with this person. Can this work? Can you guys work together to make something successful? All right. I think you definitely want to have a victory here. Why do I feel like you just had a victory of some sort? Maybe you're getting some kind of accolades or recognition at this time as well. Could also be around your work, okay? But I definitely think that you're very much so focused on, I don't know why I keep getting that you're focused on where you've been. This is the biggest thing to me. This one stands out the most. Is you're really focusing on how much time you've invested in something, and if it's been worth it. Okay, is it coming to fruition? Do you need to change paths in a sense? That may have also been about that indecision at the top, as well as adjacent possibilities. All right, because regardless, you do want to have success in something. Something may have recently happened here. I'm seeing a tower coming down, okay? So something could have been like a shocking attack, or it could have been just a surprise in a particular situation that left you feeling very imbalanced. Yeah, definitely very imbalanced, not stable in a situation. So if this is a relationship, it could have been, you know, so maybe you found out something or something happened. Maybe there was a fight, an argument, something like that. Whatever it was, it really cracked. I think you started to see all the cracks in the foundation, okay, of this particular situation. And now we see the tower here trying to come down. It really puts you in your head here with this 9 of Swords is what I'm getting. All right, you could have definitely had some sleepless nights over this. Certainly some anxiety. Oh, God. Okay, I just heard worthiness. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe you were experiencing also maybe just questioning yourself and your worthiness, or why is this not coming together? Why can't I find, you know, love, you know, even your deservability, that kind of stuff. I don't normally get that from the card, but that is definitely what I'm getting from this person in this whole scene for some reason. You may even actually have a headache, to be honest with you. It could have really caused some headaches for you, and definitely some sleepless nights. All right, just really staying in your head. And I tend to believe, even with this devil, feeling like maybe some obsessive thinking in regards to this situation. Maybe, is it going to work out, or how can I fix this situation, or is it going to get better, or, you know, all of the things that we think when something goes awry. All right. Whatever it is, this is showing me this is your current energy. So this could be very recent that this happened. If not, this may still be an energy that you were in that's being recognized here. One thing that I like is that at the very top here are your energy cards. So I think with this has come a lot of introspection as well, in terms of, am I, you know, should I be looking at adjacent possibilities? You know, which path do I want to take? Maybe you're starting to feel for the first time indecisive about the situation, or about who you're dealing with. All right, you get the person's energy. Gemini's person. Yeah, look at this. All right. Gemini's person's information. Gemini's person. The person on Gemini's mind, please. We got a King of Cups here. All right. 2 of Wands. Okay. King of Wands. All right, you might have a couple of people here that you're actually dealing with, or they could be taking on this energy as well. The person that Gemini is dealing with. Excuse me 1 second, Gemini. Grab my card. All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay, well, this person is feeling stuck too. I don't think you're the only one that was impacted by whatever this tower was. You know, I feel like this is a person that may have actually moved away from you in some way. They could have physically moved away from you. You could have noticed that emotionally they were kind of moving away from you. Usually when I see the Six of Swords, it can be someone that is physically moving actually, but certainly moving away from troubled waters, okay? So if you guys had some kind of fight, argument, something shocking that kind of came out of nowhere, I can see that they kind of moved away from you, certainly emotionally here. This would have been a person that probably did not show their emotions, okay? May have kept a very almost stoic outer layer, okay? But this person is quite emotional underneath, had a lot of very deep emotions for you with this King of Cups energy. Also, though, honestly, this person, sometimes this is very much so abused as well, okay? So maybe they used that to kind of emotionally manipulate you in a bit, or maybe you felt like they were doing that because they were holding back and could have been very well presenting something else to you. I don't know why I want to say that. Maybe presenting something else to you, maybe just a harder exterior to you, but this person had a lot of love and you may actually know that. Okay, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. Also have some Capricorn energy. I see Leo here as well. I see all of the fixed signs. This person looks like they're definitely trying to make a decision here with this Two of Wands. They might be looking out at the future here. Yeah, they might be looking at, trying to really assess everything that's kind of taken place here. I feel like they're really very much in their head about their future as well, though. So maybe where they're going in life, maybe they spend a lot of time focused on that as well. But in terms of your situation, I feel like this person is trying to make, I don't know why I feel like they're making, no, I'm going to back that up for a minute. That's not exactly what I'm getting here. I know the card says one thing, but I'm getting something else. So I always follow my intuition. I feel like this person is looking out at the long range in terms of where their life is at. They're spending a lot of time almost assessing, okay, where their life is going. Are they on the right track? Also about future events in their life. I'm not sure what that's about, but certainly trying to, I want to say what to do next, or what's the next step here. Interesting. Okay. So this person could be a very passionate person. Okay, they could quite very well, I mean, with two kings here, they could certainly be in a leadership position in some way. Yeah. They could also be a person that's quite flirty, but certainly that gets a lot of attention and certainly likes that attention, likes to have, eyes on them, people to really depend on them. This person can come across very funny and charming and charismatic. Okay, if you're in a relationship with them, you might see them as very sexy as well. Okay, but certainly someone that has no issue talking a good game and getting the attention that they need. But they're also generally a good leader. Okay, the King of Wands is a good leader, but they're quite passionate, and so that really goes into everything that they do. Generally, usually their work, their relationships, and what have you. Yeah, see, this goes back again. I think this person is really wanting things to turn. Whatever happened here seems to be of great concern here to this person. All right. I don't know why they've taken a step back here. Okay, trying to move away from that, moving away from troubled waters. Maybe if this is in your situation, maybe they're just trying to get away from whatever troubles you guys have together. But the Wheel of Fortune is usually, this is a card about fate. It's a card about destiny. I think that this person does know that this is a destined connection with you, is what I'm getting, but they feel very stuck to move forward. All right. I don't know what the reason is. If this was about work, it's indicated up here. Maybe they feel like you can't move forward. Maybe there's some kind of taboo with you guys working together. Maybe you're each other's bosses, or maybe it would be frowned upon in some way. No fraternizing in a sense. It could also be, though, maybe they have other things, other obligations in their life that they're feeling kind of consumed by, stuck to. If this person is also in another relationship or situation, maybe that has something to do with it as well. This could also be a same-sex, I guess, situation. So if this person had another person in their life over here, we got King of Cups to the King of Wands. I really feel like this is all one energy, honestly, but I will go ahead and give that example just in case it is. If that is the case, then obviously they may be feeling stuck there and unable to really move forward. Regardless, they're feeling very stuck in their head, you know, and stuck in a situation for whatever reason. You know, this person in this card is obviously blindfolded. They are tied to something, but they're tied up anyway, and then they're blindfolded as well. So when I see swords, it's usually more perceived, okay? It's not really real. It's what we perceive to be real. It's based on fear generally. And they do feel like they're stuck and cannot move forward in the situation. That may have been because of what happened up here, to be fair. All right, so whatever happened up here, this situation, it might have gotten a little bit toxic, like I said, all right, that brought down this tower. Maybe that's why they're feeling stuck as well. So I want to see, what is the connective energy between Gemini and their person then? What is the connective energy between Gemini and their person? I definitely feel love in this situation, actually. All right, what is the connective energy between Gemini and the person here? Oh, okay, definitely. I mean, this is really understandable. The Nine of Wands came out, you know, which is all about really standing your ground. Maybe you both have your own take on a situation. Maybe you feel like you're both at battle with one another. You really got to kind of stand your ground on a situation. Both of you seem to be doing it right now. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Both of you seem to be doing it right now with this Wounded Warrior card. Okay, whatever happened here could have also made you both feel quite wounded in this situation. Okay, maybe some words were spoken, some harsh truth were spoken that made you both feel that way. Okay, but really the connective energy between you guys is not on, this may be where you're at, but honestly, you want to get back to where you normally are. You both make each other very happy. Okay. A lot of happiness. You want success. Okay, I think you both wanted success out of this situation. Maybe you both felt burdened because you were not getting that. That is the Ten of Wands. So now you have the 9 to the 10 of Wands here. I think you both are trying to figure out how to really drop the burdens that exist in the relationship, what needs to happen so that you can actually move forward. All right. I think you both are wanting something more stable in this. You want to have a brand new start without all of these burdens that's going to be based on something much more stable than what you've had in the past. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from those cards. So I'm going to grab another deck here and see. I just want to make sure because I'm not really sure what started this whole fight, other than it looks like somebody in this situation could have very well been a player. So if that applies, if it's not your story, please don't make it your story, but if it applies, then you'll know. So what are the blocks then? I want to know what these burdens are. What are these burdens? Work again. Here we have work again. Work might be an obstacle for you guys, okay? Or maybe somebody in this situation was not trying to work through, didn't want to work out things, okay? Or didn't really want to talk about or work through, spend a lot of time working through the issues that may have been there, whatever was, was coming up here that clearly needed to be talked about. Okay, but it could be that y'all just simply work together. Oh, okay. So here's a block too. We have somebody here with a broken heart. All right. Somebody here may be feeling very betrayed. Feel like their heart is broken here. But the 3 can also, this could signify painful love. Maybe this has been a painful love. All right. Maybe this has been a situation where you guys have found yourselves kind of in and out of this pain energy. And maybe this, I don't know if this is coming from your situation with them currently or if this is from past situations, but maybe somebody here has not fully healed their heart. Okay. And maybe the pain from that is continuing to create rifts in your situation. Okay. There's a lot of projections or maybe even shutting down as not to feel things. Okay, I think when I'm looking at blocks here, someone here doesn't know where to invest here with this 7 of Pentacles. All right, is this something that I want to invest in? Can I really open my heart up again? I think this is about the heart. Can I open my heart up again and trust this person, or whether it's you or them? Yeah, to not hurt me, to be a good investment for you. And I'm very drawn back to your first card, Gemini, was all about you looking at that, looking at your investment, taking an assessment of how much time and energy you've put into that. The block is trying to figure out, is this a practical investment? Is it going to go the distance? Can I trust this person not to hurt me, either for the first time or again? For many of you, it will be again. Yeah. Look at this. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, because one of you may have actually told the other person how you actually felt, okay? You may have offered them some kind of show of love. You may be the one that's trying to give them emotion and emotional support, and that may not have been reciprocated back. It looks to me like there was not equal give and take here. So again, these are your blocks, okay? So we have, again, I'm just going to very quickly summarize, not to go over this, but just very quickly, okay? We have somebody that was not working as hard as the other person. Didn't seem like they were willing to work through things, really kind of talk through things potentially, because there was already heartbreak. Maybe the heartbreak was created in this relationship and maybe they didn't want to talk about what they had done or what's been done. Maybe it's still that way if you guys are not in communication, okay? But also, should I invest? I think that is the biggest question here. Actually, for both of you guys, I think at this point, it could very well be, should I invest or is this going to be a good investment? Can I trust this person? All right. But somebody feels like this is very lopsided, very one-sided. There was certainly not equal give and take here, okay? One of you was expressive, the other person was not. In terms of emotions, I feel like the other person held back quite a bit. And that, again, created confusion, created pain, I feel, of one person not ever knowing where they kind of stood. Maybe both of you, all right? But I feel like one of you was willing to work through it and the other one was not really willing to do that. Interesting. So I'm going to get some, let's see if I have some messages here, Gemini, from this person. Any messages, Spirit? I long to feel your arms around me. Okay. So somebody's definitely missing you, for sure. You're wanting to try and make this work again, or bring it back together, even if it's just a fight, argument, or if you guys have been in some kind of separation. It says, I sometimes still dream of you. Okay, so for some of you guys, it could have been a while. And by the way, you can be saying this to them as well, okay? Our connection, yeah, I felt this. Our connection is so intense, it's scary, but I accepted it rather than fight it. I feel like that's coming from you, Gemini. Perhaps this person is really being reactive to how it is and how strong the connection is. They don't really know what to do, what to say, what to think of it, that sort of thing. You might have already come to terms with it and figured out that it's a higher level connection. Maybe this person is just not there yet. Oh, in my heart, I'm waiting for you. I'm trying to move forward, but I'm waiting. So one of you guys is definitely still waiting on the other. I feel like you're both waiting on each other, to be honest with you, maybe just to come forward. I feel like this is the feminine, though. Again, I don't know why I'm being pulled to the feminine here. All right. Maybe the feminine is sitting back waiting on the other person to come around or to be willing to work on things here. Flip it up as it needs to be. It may not be, but that just got a very strong pull to that. Yeah. And wanting to make things right between us. Okay. One more deck here because I have two of these. Get a few more messages here, I think. That card. All right, Spirit, give me a few more messages here. Completely from the Divine Masculine, because I feel like those are from the Feminine. I'd like to see you. I'm dealing with a lot of karma right now. Okay, so somebody is definitely going through their karma, probably based on some of these past actions, past decisions here. You know, maybe they needed to go through some karma to really grow, all right, and kind of pay a penance in a sense, okay? That is how we grow. That is how we change. Not a bad thing necessarily, but certainly can feel like you're going through hell sometimes. It says, I dream of you. Look at that. Laid on top of the other card, there's some mirroring going on in this situation, I feel. One of you says, I sometimes still dream of you. The other one says, I do dream of you. So definitely some dreams going on. You guys might be connecting in the 5D. Very intense connection. It says, I think of you often and I can still feel you. Unbelievable. Look where these cards are laying. This is unbelievable. I think of you often. I can still feel you. And the top part says, our connection is so intense. It's scary. Both of you are definitely acknowledging the power, I feel like, in this connection. The thought of you with anyone else drives me crazy. I try not to think about that. Okay. I definitely feel that strong coming from the other party here. They don't want to see you with anybody else, but they do feel like, I feel like that they're working through some of their own stuff right now. They may not feel strong enough or clear enough to come through and offer you what you're wanting right now. I think that they do miss you though. All right. And they also said, I wasn't ready for anything like this. So this may have very well hit them out of nowhere. All right. It could have came in like gangbusters. Maybe you guys were friends. Again, maybe you know each other from work and this turned into a lot more. I do want to look at the bottom card here as I always do. It says, I have to focus on money and financial stability right now. So this person may also be redirecting their energy in a different way. Okay, especially, we saw the work card up here twice, especially if they weren't given to you. I don't know if they went quiet or if y'all had a big falling out, because it looks like there's a tower moment here. So something shocking definitely happened. Okay, they may be turning, or they may feel like they need to be turning their attention right now to really focus on more financial stability for themselves, especially if they're having some kind of financial issues here. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is get some of these. I haven't done these in a really long time. So these are the love oracles, the spirit guides and angels. What guidance do you have here for my Gemini collective, please? What guidance do you have here for my Gemini collective? Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Oh my God, that is how this whole reading started. Adjacent possibilities and indecision here. You see a person trying to pick between two paths. All right, Spirit is definitely telling you, especially for those of you who are, just trying to make this decision. They're saying, you know what's right. Really tune in to that intuition that we saw up here, right? You know what's instinctively what is right for you. All right. So if you want to walk away from this situation, it's okay. I think sometimes we stay in things because we think we've invested so much time and energy, and that doesn't make it the right path for us. So go within and please tune in so that you can get the correct information for you. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. That might have been the issue. That may have been the tower. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Well, I definitely think you guys have been through some of the challenging stages, and you really need to get back to that sun again, right? To that supporting. I feel like one of you was supportive in this situation and the other person was not really willing to work too much or give too much. It says emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we definitely saw the Three of Swords, okay? So if there was some hurt that was done in this relationship in the past that maybe you guys are just trying to plow through and mend, okay, but perhaps one of you is not really putting a lot of energy into it. Maybe somebody just wants it to go away, okay? They don't want to invest a lot of time into it, certainly not a lot of apologies, or they just don't want to talk about it. They want to kind of put the past behind them, but it needs to be talked through, because I feel like that may have also added to why the tower came down, okay? If there is still resentment there based on that, things that have not been worked through yet or explained, or anything like that, that could have very well brought down a tower, all right? Because it's still there. Just because we ignore stuff does not make it go away. That's not how things work. And I promised my friend that she's a Gemini that I would do one of her cards tonight. She asked me to do one of her cards from her new deck. Clear. I'm going to have to read this, unfortunately, because I don't know these cards at all. I think they're called Sicoli Oracle. Very cute cards, though. Spirit. What else do we have here for Gemini? What else do we have here for Gemini, please? Okay, we have number 24. Let me see what that's about. This is in so many languages, so give me 1 second. Okay, strategy, yes. Yes, this looks bad, but don't panic. Keep your wits about you and calmly assess the situation. That goes back to the emotions card, right? What skills do you have that can be helpful here? Cleverness, stealth, speed. What tools or weapons are at your disposal? Distraction, negotiation, the element of surprise. Carefully strategize the best way to proceed. Once you've escaped this predicament, look back at how it developed and plan ahead for the next time. That's beautiful. And these all have a light and dark side. One says, the light side says, having a game plan increases your success immensely. That is beautiful. So somebody in this situation may really be strategizing on how to make this work or bring this together, okay? Maybe even to work through some of the issues, some of the pains from the past, so that you guys can be in a healthier situation with one another. The dark side says strategy doesn't matter much if you share it with everyone. Oh, keep silent until you are ready to act. Okay, so that might be something else. Now that says the dark side, but honestly, I think the dark side is the gossipy part. It's more about keeping your matters to yourself, making sure you guys are not out there talking to a lot of other people about that, and getting their I think their input, their involvement, stuff like that, because that can really also, going back to this, distort your perception of things, get you emotional, also interfere with your relationship, okay? All right, Gemini, I'm going to get a few initials for you guys, and I'm going to wrap it up, okay? All right. So for your initials tonight, I have an A, I have an S, I have a B, I have the number 8 as well. So something could have happened in the 8th month. Somebody could be born in the 8th month. There could be 8 in somebody's birth date or birth year. I have an O, I have an S, and I have another A. Okay, Gemini, that is what I have for you guys. Hopefully it was helpful. If it was, please don't forget to hit that like button, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, Gemini.